Hi everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Oh my god, you guys, I take you inside my closet yet again as we discuss the outfits I wore on All-Stars 8. Yes. Oh my god, today is episode 5. Reveal yourself is the theme. All things reveal. Big focus on reveals. They want reveals, okay? As many as you can get, or as little as you want, as long as they're big and they're fantastic. Now, I was so excited to do this because I love reveals on Drag Race, okay? Like, some of the most iconic runways in Drag Race histories have been reveals. From Katya's iconic bang reveal to Roxy Andrews' wig reveal. This is one of those things that people put a lot of expectation in, so I knew I had to deliver. So I thought, why not go inside of myself and pull out some stuff from Jaymes Mansfield's repertoire that people haven't necessarily seen on television, but I do in my act. So I wanted to stay true to myself and do things that I truly loved on this season. So all of my runways are all based in things that I really love and I really like, respect, and adore. So with this, I decided I want to go a classic burlesque route, but with my spin on it. So this outfit was actually designed by Justin Velarde of Velarde Designs, my drag daughter, Justin. He did this one and it was a lot of undertaking because there were so many reveals that went into this. And the puppet cover-up was done by me, but we'll get into that. First things first, let's discuss the outfit. Well, let's discuss the puppet first because that's the first part of the reveal. Now, one part of my act that I used to do is the big puppet reveal. I've done it on Hey Queen before, but I've never done it on like television. So I wanted to like remake a gigantic puppet. The last one was Tinky, this one is Pinky, okay? It is a giant like monster Muppet-esque kind of puppet. And I wanted to like make them laugh as soon as I turned that corner and they saw it. And it worked. Like I could barely see through this thing. Like there was two little peepholes cut out on the boobs, because yes, the puppet had boobs. And it tied into the rest of the dress. Like it was the same sequin fabric that the dress was made out of. And this was a struggle to get through because I had to figure out what wig I could wear that wouldn't get messed up by the puppet. So it's basically just a big old, like, you know, tearaway sweater that I wear that I operate my hands from up here. Like basically my hands are doing this. So I was very limited on what kind of like nails I could wear, if any at all. So as soon as I turned the corner, it's gonna like spoil the illusion. So it had to be something I could just tear away at the end of the runway and then keep it moving. So this puppet was made out of pink faux fur that I got off Etsy very last minute because like it was a last minute addition to the costume that I wanted to put into there because it's a reveal that I'm known for doing at my shows here in Vegas. So I wanted to like bring that into Drag Race. So Pinky was made and it was actually really tough to like recreate this puppet because I had made it back in Milwaukee years ago. And I had to like basically take apart Tinky like piece by piece and figure out what exactly did I do to make this again. And I managed to do it. And also, the funniest thing was vac bagging all this down. As soon as I put this puppet in the vac bag, it got so small and smushed, and it managed to fit like a vac bag this size. It was crazy. It looks frightening. Like the mouth got like all vacuumed up. It looked horrible. Like it's a horror movie, okay? Black Christmas, all right? That's the process of how I made Pinky. Now for the dress, Justin Velarde actually made this dress. He made all the reveals for this costume. And I told him like I want to go through all like the classic silhouettes that I'm known for doing, as well as just like different ones people haven't seen me in necessarily. So I did my classic Jaymes Mansfield mermaid silhouette that y'all see me wear time and time again. Or I should say, I don't usually wear a mermaid silhouette, but I look so good in them to keep that storyline going. But yes, it was a mermaid dress that tore away at the sides. And like, now ever since I moved to Vegas, I started working with Justin. We've been working through and workshopping reveals, and there's been a couple outfits he's made, and like we finally like figured out the fine tuning and what we need to use for the reveals to get the effect we want. So that they come off easy and I don't end up getting stuck in anything. Like it was a lot of work, but I was really happy with it. Like the dress tore away right away. It was the first thing I ripped away, and it revealed down to this gorgeous little corset that had a zip down the bottom that I stoned the crap out of, that my friend Darren actually got me so many crystals for. Like, I just stoned the crap out of it, and it looks so pretty. Like, this is one of the things I was stoning at Drag Race while I was there, because I knew, like, this is not going to be a runway they do right away. So, anytime I had free time, I was stoning this corset and stoning everything about this. Even the tulle on that dress had stones on it. As I walked to the one end of the runway, I slowly peel away the corset and reveal it. And it takes me down to another thing I'm known for. If you watch the DragCon videos, you've seen I wore bikini bodysuits like this before. It is a two-piece bikini bodysuit. And the last and final reveal, as soon as I get to the end of the other side of the runway, I get to the center of it and pull away the cups, and voila, there are pasties. Yes, and stoned pasties. Like again, like I stoned the crap out of all of this, but this is a classic 1960s burlesque silhouette. That's really wanted to pay homage to like the famous, amazing, tough burlesque women of the 1960s, like Tura Satana, Lily St. Cyr, Liz Renee, Barbara Nichols, Jaymes Mansfield, like all these girls that were touring the circuits in the 1960s, you know, working with mobsters, dating them, like doing the whole scene. Like these were tough ladies, and I wanted to pay homage to them, especially Liz Renee. She was a huge inspiration. Definitely look up her books, read them. Like she's fabulous. She lived an amazing, crazy life. Now, Justin did not have a lot of time to do these outfits because right before he had to leave on tour for a cruise ship, because he's also a dancer, so he had to do a whole month-long tour on a cruise ship, so he had to whip out as many as he could from the outfits I assigned him. And like, I was blown away because like one thing about Justin's work is like the tailoring is so good on it. Like the finishing and all the stuff, like his garments are beautifully made. Like linings, they fit right. The zippers are always, these are the most perfect zippers. He doesn't give himself enough credit. Like the zipper, girl. Many drag queens will attest, like, you can tell when a drag queen installs the zipper themselves because they always have what I call stegosaurus back. I never have that situation with Justin. But I digress, like, they were beautifully made. And like, he gave them to me in pieces because again, like, I had to do a lot of like finishing stoning on them because he just didn't have time. Like, he had to go work. But what I got was so good. And it's like the best kind of final pieces you can ask for because all you have to do is basically just, you know, glitter them up. That's like the easiest job in the world. So I was very thrilled. And Justin has a similar aesthetic to me when it comes to like drag and like the things we like in fashion. Like he really likes throwback and all sorts of like things from the past. So those vintage silhouettes come very easy for him. Like he really loves doing them because we have a similar aesthetic for things that we like. Like it's all super girly, super 1960s, super just like classic feminine silhouettes. Like he has a really, really, really good eye for detail on that. Now, as far as the hair goes, this was a challenge. I initially wanted to wear like a copper, like almost like honey blonde Marilyn. I was styling it for that. And I took every piece home with me from the workroom so I could demo it the day before. So that night I put all of my body on, all of my costume, the breastplate and everything. And as I was demoing it and practicing it, I noticed that like when I wore this wig, it kept getting messed up every time I tore the puppet away. Like the inside of the like fleece of the puppet would swipe it and it, like the static would pull the wig away and like mess it up. So it looked like I had like windblown hair. So like, okay, this is not gonna work because I can't have a messy wig on the runway after the reveal because it's all they're gonna stare at. Like the reveals won't matter because all you can see is this jacked up wig. So I took a topper piece that I've worn quite a bit. Like I love this like Ronnie Spector bouffant hair with a long fall. And I sprayed the crap out of this. Like hotels give you a blow dryer. I sat there for, not lying to you, about 25, 30 minutes, taking turns just like spraying this with as much hairspray as possible to make it solid as a rock. So like when I demoed it and it swiped the costume, it didn't move. Like it was just solid. Because like it was so delicate that like I couldn't even put like a hairnet or anything over it to like keep it still because it would swipe it and it would look like hair got messed up. Like I was being super, super like eye on the detail when it came to this. It's like the nerdy like, hairdresser things that only I think about. It's just like people probably wouldn't have cared, but I cared. But all in all, like I would love this outfit. I love the fit on it. Now, I will admit, like while I was at Drag Race, I was losing weight because I was just not eating. Like you're in drag long hours and you're in a corset, so like you can't eat anything. So like I was surviving off of, you know, Slim Fast shakes and stuff like that, just meal supplements. And I was losing weight. So like when I put the bodysuit on, like you could tell I was noticeably not fitting my costumes anymore. Like they're too big on me. And I was sitting there like, I promise you, I was fatter when I came here. But I digress. Like all in all, like I love this outfit. And it was really representative of who I am as a queen and like what I do now in Las Vegas. Like this is the Vegas act. Like Jaymes Mansfield evolved. And I was so excited to tackle this and I was glad I got to do this runway. Like I always wanted to do RuVeal runways and I love being able to bring a little bit of my burlesque into the show. So that is the RuVeal Yourself. I hope you enjoyed it because I loved doing this, okay? Like, it's honestly like one of my favorite runways I've done this whole season. It is so camp, it is so glamorous. It has a great mixture of like camp and sexiness that I got to combine and bring to the runway. And I loved it. And I hope you guys did too. Now this is what I wore on episode 5. I can't wait to talk to you guys about the next costume I wore. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far because it's a lot of fun to do. And I hope it like gives you a little more insight on like what the planning process was when it came to making these costumes. And hopefully if you ever make it on Drag Race, it gives you an idea of how to insert yourself into the runway and make things a little bit more you and representative of you. Now, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye!
Click here and watch episode 4, or watch my visualizer for Estoy Perdida, the Encuéntrame version. Come on, click it, you know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll trap you on Get Off Island. So click it!